Okay, here we go. Welcome everyone. My name is Veitia, and I'm the marketing co-chair of the local Orlando-Narpom chapter. I'm here with Scott from Scott's Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for inviting us.
Absolutely. So Scott is going to tell us a little bit about himself, and then we're going to get rolling. Scott's about to jump on a 6-month vacation, so we want to be respectful of his time.
Vacation of hard work. It's getting hot outside. I am Scott, the owner of Scott's Heating and Air Conditioning. We've been in business since 2011, and we have successfully grown in the correct way to up to 26 employees now. It's a team effort to get where we're at right now at Scott's, and we have core values at Scott's, and our employees understand that, and everyone's just hardworking. It's a great industry to be in. I care about my staff, so what you get with Scott's is a very good HVAC contractor here in Central Florida.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much, Scott. And I always ask, obviously, because it is important. We have property managers all over Central Florida, but I want to make sure that that everyone understands kind of your areas of coverage. Do you go by counties or?
Absolutely. We have coverage. We do Seminole County. We work in Seminole County, Orange County. We'll go as far as into Volusia County on the beach side. We've gone down into Osceola County, Lake County. So we cover the greater counties here in Central Florida.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
Scott, so let's get down to business, because all joking aside, obviously we know that season's kicking into high gear for you here shortly, so things are about to start picking up steam. I think for us as property managers, at least here at Belmont, we send out notifications to all the tenants about air filters, regular AC maintenance, drain lines, etc., etc.
Yep.
As we get into the summer season, what do you recommend? What are some of the tips that you can recommend to us as property managers that we can relate to our tenants, relate to our clients, in order for everyone to kind of more or less be ready for those 80, 90 degree days that we have ahead of us?
I suggest just to jump ahead to make sure that you're taking care of your owner's house. We offer PM plans. We can come out and do just like a one-time tune-up. I work with property managers if they have a larger portfolio of homes and they have owners that want to take care of their homes. I do a deeper discount on that, just so that we're getting our eyes on the house and taking a look at the equipment. Maybe we can identify something earlier on that could be a potential problem that would cost the owner more money in the long run. The biggest thing is tenants changing their air filters, drain lines, clogged drain lines are a big thing. So if we can come in and at least do like a one-time maintenance, or even put them on a program where we're at least cleaning and flushing that drain line and the drain pan and stopping that major water leak that could be a huge problem down the road, which we do see a lot of, and that causes a lot of damage. So I highly recommend that be something we can do and work out, and we've done it. Just whatever's we can do to help the owner and help the property managers with that property.
Yeah, and I think, Scott, before we went on the air, I guess, if you will, before we went live, Scott and I were mostly talking about how this property managers, at least personally, this is one of the most difficult conversations that I have with property owners anytime there is a full replacement that needs to happen. For the most part, as you know, this is the most expensive, one of the most expensive components of any property. So, for the most part, you can replace the fridge between $500 and $1,000, washers and dryers, etc., whatever the case may be. But when you start getting into the couple thousand, $3,000, $4,000 for an AC system, it can start getting costly. And so I think it is important, obviously, to have the right partner that understands that that looks at it also from the investors and the owner's point of view. I know a lot of owners kind of want to try to extend the life of the systems for as long as possible.
Exactly.
I'm sure you sometimes get to properties that you look at the system and you're like, man, how is this still operating?
It does happen.
but a lot of times, obviously, what we try to convey also as property managers is, the Band-Aid system, right? That you're just kind of, in the long run, you're going to spend more money on the maintenance of an old unit than just kind of ripping off the Band-Aid and getting it done once and for all.
Yep.
So you guys also help with the warranty systems. Do you offer any warranties after the installation of a new unit?
Yes, so absolutely. We'll put a system in for, let's say we put a system in for an owner of our house, and so automatically they're going to get a 1-year parts and labor warranty through Scott's. So if that piece of equipment has a problem in the first year, the owner does not come out of pocket. It is covered 100% with a 1-year labor warranty on that. We also do a registration of the equipment, and we register it for 10 years. They already get 5. We go ahead and get them a 10-year warranty as far as on the part side. The only catch to that is if the owner does sell that house, then it would revert back to the original 5-year warranty. So there's 2 really nice things that takes care of that. How that owner is investing in their home, they're putting a new system in. We have I do a greatly reduced cost for property managers on system replacements, not what a COD customer would get, because we want to take care of the owners of these houses. So they get a great price, they're going to get a great warranty on it, and they're not going to be paying excessive repair costs, like you're saying, to band-aid things together. They're going to get that. Let's just go ahead and let's get it done, and then their tenant's happy. They have good air conditioning, cold air, hot air. It's just an overall win-win if it comes to the point of replacement.
Of course. Well, I mean, I think that in and of itself is a huge value that you're adding to all the customers. I mean, because that's another thing that we deal with as property managers. And I mean, and it's important to work with the right partner in the sense that if if we send you out to check out a system, I think every manager has dealt with a situation where an AC company goes out and they're like, that, but it just needs to be fully replaced. And you're like, well, so it's important that you're checking the warranty that's already in place, because a lot of systems already have a warranty.
Absolutely.
And that in and of itself is a savings that you can maximize if the AC vendor is doing their due diligence, making sure that the system is in or out of warranty, I guess, for the most part.
We will come to the house. If there's a part that needs to be replaced, I have a parts department. Michelle in our parts department will verify warranty verification on not just the equipment we put in, to make sure that it's covered. If it's covered, then we're only going to charge the labor to put the part in.
Correct.
But we do our due diligence to make sure that we're walking that process through, make sure that the owner of that house is getting the max that they can get out of this, as far as having quality service, a company that cares about their home, and is doing what we can do is called doing the right thing for them. The other thing about Scott's is if you had to do the system replacement, we put in quality equipment. We're a factory authorized dealer with Bryant. We won an MOE award, which was the best top 15 Bryant dealers in Northern America.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw that on your website. I'm like, man, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge deal, and that was a team effort to get to that. But I'm mentioning that because you're getting a quality piece of equipment in your home, not just like a low end name brand. You're getting something that's going to last you a lot longer. It's not going to cost you in labor and repairs down the road with that new system, which we can see with other pieces of equipment that go in.
Correct.
And 2-3 years down the road, they start failing prematurely. We have a very high satisfaction rate with our equipment that we put in. Yeah. So it's important to us that the owner's making a good investment. If they're going to do it, we put in good equipment.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've had good luck with Brian in the past, so so nothing bad to say about him. Thankfully, I will have to.
And the other thing about Scott's is we were Northland's Vendor of the Year in 2017. So we're proud of that, and that means we're taking care of our customers.
That's awesome, man. Well, part of what we do in this interview is that we also want to talk about how NARPM has benefited your business.
Sure.
What NARPM has done for Scott. I know before we went on the air, we started talking about that a little bit, and to me, it's just exciting to hear that from vendors, just because that means that we're doing our job, and this mutually beneficial relationship is working, and that's what it's meant to be doing.
That's what it's meant. Yep.
If you want to expand a little bit on what it's done for you, what it's done for your business. I know
sure.
You guys have been platinum sponsors for a few years now, so. Love to hear that.
Sure. So it has been a huge impact for our business. And I started Scott's with 0 employees. It was me and my wife, husband-wife team. And we've grown to where we're at now. Our partnership with Northland was a huge part of this. We're really good at doing our jobs right. We're really good at working with property managers. And Northland has been such an awesome thing for Scott's because it allows us to reach out to more property managers and provide the service that we can provide to them, to their owners of their house. It's helped grow our business at a really higher percentage each year. And it's because of this right here. Mm-hmm. And it's about the relationship that we build with our property managers that we have found because of Northland. Mm-hmm. I mean, single-handedly, this has impacted our business. And we're so proud to be part of Northland because it is about relationships again.
Absolutely. And that's our theme for the year: building relationships and working the relationships. Absolutely.
It's about the people, and so we're running a business, but at the end of the day, you have to have the people on it, and we believe in that relationship. It's very powerful, and it is really. I mean, we I hate to say love, but we just enjoy doing work for property managers and their owners. And we didn't get here because of not building relationships, put that way. And Northland was the focal because of letting us grow, or allowing us to grow, to meet more
and
people like you.
And yeah, absolutely. Right. Here we are. Yeah, you just made our whole set. I'm thinking this video interviews are becoming like a sales pitch to all services here in the office. I'm like, oh man. So. But part of what Scott and I were discussing is how it provides you as a vendor the opportunity of more or less to be put in the sidelines, and then building those relationships with the property managers is your way to get in the game.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm assuming at that point when you have property managers that have 100, 200, 300, 1,000, 2,000 units.
Yep.
I mean, Monday mornings, you're walking into a good amount of business already in the form of work orders.
Yes.
Which in and of itself, if you take that amount, your membership fee on a yearly basis, I mean, I would assume that in a week, well, your business is very, your business is important. Well, it's important throughout the year, but especially in the summer, in a week, you probably break even on the fee for Northland.
I highly recommend if there is a business that's watching this right now, Northland is just, I can't say nothing but good things. There's nothing but good things to say about it and how it's helped our business. So it's a small investment to be part of Northland, but the small investment, you can't look at it like that. The growth you can get from this opportunity to be able to work with great people like Raul, work with their property management companies, it's priceless, and that's what's helped us grow. And so yeah, absolutely, it's you have to invest in that, but no, it's beyond that.
Yeah. No, and a lot of what we've gotten, as we've mentioned in previous segments, is that by attending the chapter meetings and really understand and watching some of the speakers, I mean, that also is helping your business in a sense.
I'm glad you said that, because every time I go to a chapter meeting, I mean, the keynote speakers they bring in are phenomenal. So I learn from them, which is great too, so it's, you have some great speakers that come through. So I learn about, it educates me about the property management business as a whole. And there's things that we can learn as business owners that we can apply to our own business too, from that just alone.
Scott, this has been amazing. I told you, I mean, Scott walked in and said, what are we going to talk about? And I'm like, let's just go. Scott, before we go, ways to reach you, your website, scottsair.com. Phone number 407-513-4406.
That's right.
You can call Scott. You guys work pretty well on work order system, emails, everything else along the line. So
real quick, the process for us is very simple. If you contact us, if you see me at an Northland event, please come up and talk to me. I can explain in person exactly how we do this, but just really quickly, yes, absolutely. If you contact us and say you're a new property manager, you'd like to use our services, the way it works is we'll get you set up as a vendor with us, and then it's as simple as just sending us an email. Usually the work order comes over as an email. It doesn't have to be a phone call. My dispatch team, CSR team, will receive that email. They'll hit it with a quick receive, and from that point forward, they contact the tenant. They get the tenant on schedule. We get our technician out to the job site, and then usually they understand what the not to exceed limit would be. After, let's say it's small repair, we get it repaired under the not to exceed. The tenant's been taken care of, they're back up and running, and then you would receive an invoice back from our office stating the work that we did. That way you can pass that on to your owner. We take pictures when we go to the properties, and if there's a special request from a property management group, we'll make sure we take care of that. Because sometimes being in that home, it's good to have a vendor in the home, because you can see we might see something and report it back to the property
Correct.
manager if it's not something that we know shouldn't be happening. But the work order process is very, very, very easy, simple. We're really good at this, and we're proud of how we have a system in place, because we absolutely enjoy doing work for property managers, and we are it's a niche. We're really good at this, so we make it as easy as we possibly can, so that, because we understand that you have multiple calls bigger than us during the day, from could be water leaks or it could be plumbing, electrical. We just want to make your job easier, so we make it as easy as we can on our side when you send us a work order.
Man, questions?
Any questions?
No questions from the crowd? Nobody? Okay, good.
And I really just want to hit this yes button one more time.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks,
man.
Raul.
Appreciate it, man. Well, enjoy the rest of the summer.
All right,
So we'll see you back in the fall.
I'm on vacation, right? 6 months.
That's right.
Of busyness.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Raul.